Hey guys, I've got myself a copy of the new Hail Caesar Caesar's Gallic Wars set from Warlord Games. This is their new two-player starter set which accompanies the new 2nd edition version of their rulebook. Let's see what's inside. So first glance, we've got a new mini version of the new 2nd edition book. Typical softback small edition. It's got the rules all in that you need in condensed format. One of the problems with the first edition of the book was difficulty finding things, so once I've had a decent chance to have a check through this, we'll see if finding the rules is improved. I assume it will be. The rules were great, it was just sometimes when you needed to check something you didn't quite know where to find it in the book. So hopefully they got things tidied up, but we'll soon get an idea of that. Soon. So, small starter book. We've then got this looks to be a history book. It is. It's a little history supplement telling us about the battles of the period that the set covers. The invasion of Britain from Caesar's first steps in the 50 BC era. And what the Roman legions looked like. And remember, at this time they weren't wearing the classical lorica segmentata, they were still wearing chainmail armour and had the oval shields rather than the rectangular scutums. The Gallic warbands still represented by people in very jazzy clothing or no clothing at all, and some cavalry. And we've got the stats here as well as a quick look at the game. So at a glance that looked like there might be different ways to play the game. I'm not sure, but I think this must be a starting version of the game, and then you can progress on to bigger games as you get more confident with the rules. So that's that. Then we've got a pull-out card insert which handily has a quick reference all printed on it, and we also have a selection of casualty markers in card form around the outside, so that could quite be useful. Now that we're inside the game box proper, well, we've got the customary dice, which no game would be without. We've got some resin shields. These are for the Celtic soldiers. And then we've got plastic sprues. These are the Caesarian Roman soldiers with pilum. And there's a bag of decals for those all important getting your shields looking nice and pretty. Celtic ones, and also the little flashes here which will obviously go on the red painted shields, which you can readily do. It just gives you that nice little bit of detail on the Roman shields. More Caesarian Romans with options for short sword or sling. Several of those. Customary who packed it tag. More plastic Caesarian Romans. These look like the command sprues. see the standard there and whatnot, and the officers' heads. And now, no surprises, we've got millions of Celts, or Gauls, or call them what you will. What are these? These are Celtic warriors, according to the sprue WGCE1B. So that's your warrior sprue. Several of those. I'm guessing we'll come to a command sprue in a moment. There's a command sprue with your battle standards and the classical longhorn, carynx I think it was called. So these come with a nice selection of armoured torsos or naked torsos, and obviously you can make them as you wish. Another command stand. And another command stand. And then a whole stack of the Warlord Games branded infantry bases. These are nice for putting 4 models on a square base, or you can put a couple on here or singles here. These make nice arrangements for skirmish formations as you need to do them. So we've got 1, 2, 3 sets of bases, so I assume that will be enough to base all the troops in the set. And that is everything. And there's a little summary of, again, what we get in the box. So a great way to get into Ancients gaming with your classical Caesarian Romans and Celtic Gallic hordes. I shall be getting my nose in the book very shortly and seeing exactly what's what and how things have changed since first edition. Definitely my favourite game for Ancients, so we'll be giving this one a whirl pretty soon, and we'll give you a battle report alongside that as well. Okay, Hail Caesar, 2nd edition. Gallic Wars starter set. Available now from your friendly local game store, Capri Hobbies, down at the beach. And if you don't want just the little softback book, you can also get the hardback rulebook version. So hard to do an unboxing on an open book, so we'll just have a quick flick through. It's obviously going to be the same format as the main book, but probably a bit more easier to read with bigger text in print, bigger pictures, bigger diagrams, and probably a bit more fluff in towards the back, I would imagine, with maybe scenarios and such like. This is normally the way. Very nice quality book. Everything you will need to play Hail Caesar, ancient battles in the old times. So this basically covers you through from, as it says on the cover here, for so biblical times like chariot era, the ancient Egyptians and Sumerians, Akkadians, that kind of thing, and then through to the medieval era, so probably 1450s War of the Roses kind of time. Once handguns really took a hold, this rule set really gets outdated, but up until that point you've got a huge scope of gaming possibility. So Hail Caesar 2nd edition. Give it a whirl, guys. We'll catch you later.